Greetings. So we're going to tap in and see what our divine team wants us to know. I feel like the energy is very, very sensitive and the veil is thin, very, very exceptionally thin right now. So I'm going to pull some cards and see what divine source wants us to know. So we're going to get some heavy messages and downloads here. So I'm going to start off with the major arcana cards first, just to see what the significant energy is before we get started. Spirit, I pray that this reading reaches those who it's meant to reach. Ask for a double air of protection to surround us during the time of this message and this reading. Give us divine wisdom and discernment. Give us clarity and peace. Remove the spirit of confusion and fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of direction, and we trust that our feet will guide us in the right path and direction, that we will make the right decisions and choices moving forward. Make us sensitive to your spirit, our spiritual team, our angels and ancestors, to know and to trust wholeheartedly and fully in our path and our journey. Cast down any false guidances, any vain imaginations. Clear my spiritual eyes to see how you want me to see and read the cards how you desire me to read them. Divine Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, ancestors who lovingly guide us and assist us, and guardians of the divine. Amen. All right. There we go. Let's see what we got. Wow. We got the Tower and Judgment. Okay. Man. Okay. I do feel like around this time it's a lot going on in the planets. There's a lot being revealed. There's destruction of ego, destruction people are going to see. I feel like this is a prophetic warning just collectively. And when I say this, I feel like people really need to get right. I just get this vibe. Okay. People need to come together. Okay. I don't usually get messages like this, but Spirit is we need to get ourselves together. We need to be one with ourselves. We need to be one with others. Not saying like it has to be kumbaya, like you have to like every single person, but you do have to have a level of respect and to be able to coexist in this world. And I know that sounds very kumbaya and childish to some ears, but evilness, I feel like, is going to be wiped out of this planet. Like, it's gearing up. Like, it is rearing its ugly head. Okay, the Tower card is my prophetic warning card. And I feel like people are about to see, like, God is real. God is in control. Whatever you want to call God, the universe, source, whatever, is in control and not playing. Okay, I see the energy of war and hate, or there's this war on gender wars, racial wars, all kind of wars, and it all stems from hate, the spirit of hatred. Okay, all of this stuff is rearing its ugly head because it's about to be washed out. Okay, yeah, this is a final warning from Spirit to the planet. I don't know, or it's like a big warning, like, hey, no system, no structure is too big to be destroyed. Don't think that, like, some people might think that something that they got going on, or there's something about themselves or their life is like they're larger than life or they're bigger than life and they can be untouched. And Spirit is like, I'm about to show some people what's up. And buildings and like, there's something with buildings and architecture, something with buildings, okay, or landmarks, something. Destruction of these things, maybe even temples, churches, I don't know, but it's like a war shot from Spirit. Like, Spirit is not playing. Okay, I don't know, this is just what I'm getting. Like, destruction of the temple, Mark 13. So if you know the Bible, Mark 13, the story of the second temple being destroyed, and God prophesied. So after his crucifixion, that temple was destroyed, if I'm not mistaken. But it was due to the Roman wars, I think it was. But yeah, destruction. Tower. Spirit's not playing. People need to get it together. There's a war on love as well. I see with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here, it's like what's dividing them is like, this is how I'm reading it, y'all. Like, I'm not a traditional reader. I read intuitively. I read based off of just how, like I said, I pray, God, you show me how to read these cards. You tell me how to read it. I might have my own little gist and take and perspective, but Spirit, you guide this, right? That Three of Cups looks like third party, looks like cheating. It looks like, just like toxic love on the planet right now. Like, when we gonna return back to like that sweet, when couples actually were communicative about how they felt about each other? And granted, like, not every couple back in the day, like, just because grandma and grandpa was together for 15 years meant that they were happy. Like, there was a lot of sacrifice that grandmama had to make, sometimes, or she needed structure. She needed stability, right? She needed financial stability. But I'm picking up like toxic energies, like cheating, and people are unloyal to each other, and superficialities and relationships, and even not just romantic, but just it's something where Spirit is like, it's enough is enough. The separation is too much. If we don't come together, Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, we don't come together. I'm telling you, like, the wars on hate and the energy, or wars based off of hate, ego, like, there's a prophecy, destruction of the temple, whatever false systems of stability, or if this is like on the inside, because the world is a stage, but on the inside, some people still have this harsh ego, very stubborn, very prideful spirit, where they will not let up, and they're moving in hate. Spirit is like, it's going to be destruction in some instance. Like, you are, better yet, going to destroy yourself. Or you're going to see that from people. I'm seeing all kind of shit. I'm telling you, like, I'm seeing a lot of energy, a lot of pride and false sense of empowerment and entitlement. And it's like self-centeredness. Y'all know, okay, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Cups is that, what's it called? Leviathan. It's a mythical creature, necromancy, Page of Wands. Okay. Now, y'all know I be getting biblical on y'all, but that spirit, the spirit of Leviathan, y'all know how to pronounce it. Some of y'all know how to pronounce it. Let me look him up, or that, them, they, whatever that thing is. Let me look it up, because I feel like this is going to give us some more context to some of the energy that we're dealing with on the planet. It needs to be wiped out. Because people think that they can conjure up certain things. I'm telling you, people think that they can move and run in certain energies, and that it's not going to backfire, right? And what I mean by this is this character, this energy, okay? This represents a principality or demonic power. And it's a great one because they talk about this a lot. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I know that Bible thumpers will say, oh, well, tarot's evil and it's demonic. And like, there's things that predate, before someone came in and said, oh, this is illegal. This isn't Christian. Like someone came in and made these rules. These are man-made rules, and said, oh, God doesn't like this. Like, child, we're not going to go there. But anyway, I'm trying to find is it Leviathan? I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see. There's a difference between this one and the Python spirit. Okay. False liberty to sin, spreads lies, rumors, and false witnesses. Many other forms of prideful sins, which, yeah, okay. So y'all can probably look this up. I'm not going to spend too much time doing this because it will take forever. But this energy, I don't know who this is for, because I'm like, ugh, I don't like delivering messages like this sometimes. And I know that people will interpret things differently. So always use your discernment, please. Like, don't run and take things that are not for you, okay? And in some cases, when something is for people and they're not ready to hear it, they feel attacked, and then therefore they attack. That's not my problem. So the energy that I'm picking up is people that play with like spirits and demons, something with the spirit of the dead or graveyard work or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know about this. I think that they can conjure up demons to do work for them or something. I don't like this energy at all. The Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So Spirit wants you to be open to new community. Be open to a new community, okay? Why? Because you're like, wherever you are right now, you're being called out of it. The Four of Wands in this deck is the spies. The spies from my God, I can't even talk. The spies that Moses and his brothers sent out to check out Canaan to see if that was a good place for them to set up shop, right? So they went and scoped the scene out, like, you know, make sure everything was good. And then also too, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the story of Ruth. And Ruth was in a situation where her husband had died in the war, and her mother-in-law, her husband died in the war, and Ruth's husband was Naomi's son. So they both had lost their husbands. And Naomi was like, I'm going to go back to my hometown. And Ruth was like, I'm going to go with you. Your people are going to be my people. Your religion is going to be mine, blah, blah, blah. So she started her life over there, got a job, and met her husband through this. Long story short, right? He redeemed her life. So Spirit is saying, like, you have to step out of your comfort zone and move the familiar in order for you to reach these blessings. Another thing too, the Knight of Pentacles, there's something about coming home or returning back to, it's like coming back to home after a war or after a battle, but that's metaphoric. Like, you're returning back to ground zero, returning back to a state of yourself that maybe you resonated and you liked, and you found peace and joy and happiness, where you recognize your true self. So if you look here at this card, it's the Fool. So again, like that ground zero, starting fresh. And you got the Six of Wands, a victory after some sort of battle. You will have that. The Eight of Wands is here. And the Eight of Wands in this deck depicts the story of Samson, where Samson destroyed the two pillars in this temple. Basically, the woman that he was in love with set him up. He told her what his power, his strength came from. She set him up and then, you know, threw him over to the wolves, the people that wanted him to capture him or whatever. And they cut his hair, and he went crazy, basically. He went crazy and he destroyed the temple, basically, and he died. But yeah, this was a man that was like very powerful and very connected to God. And he let his weakness for this woman get in the way, and he disarmed himself until it led to his demise. Now, I don't know what that has to do with somebody. That might be a message for someone specifically. Maybe you know a man that is on their way to some destruction. I don't know. It doesn't have to be anything deadly. It could just be like getting trapped with a baby with somebody they're not supposed to be with. It could be anything. Something crazy. But there is a message for you in that. Like, be mindful. I just really feel, because I don't deliver messages like this all the time, and I know that these could be very triggering messages when people want to hear light and fluffy, because y'all so saturated with entertainment, tarot reads, and everything is entertainment and trendy, and this corny version of spirituality. Like, it's some people get caught up in that. It's saturated all over YouTube. It's fun and it's quirky, and it's some of it is just like for entertainment, literally just entertainment. Nothing to progress you spiritually or help you or provoke some type of change or healing. It's just to make you feel good or to keep you in a shitty mood or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But I feel like Spirit is like really wanting people to get it together, okay? Get it together. If you have a spiritual consciousness of any kind, right from wrong, what's good for you, what's not, when your energy is in a space where it needs to be reeled back into balance, or when you need to check yourself, or when, you got to be honest about situations around you, taking accountability. This is your journey. This is your life. And people don't think about the consequences of their actions and the effects that it will have on people around them or their children. They just think about, oh, YOLO, one life to live. Let me just do this and do that. It's a selfish thing, and that spirit of pride, gets people. So because you want to validate your hurt and your pain, and you feel like it's okay for you to be destructive or to hurt people or to hurt yourself, that comes with a price and a cost later on. There's a cause and effect with everything. So I feel like whoever this is for, like whether this is you personally or these are people that like this energy, like Spirit's like, nah. And I feel like it's a big collective energy, like it's big wigs energy too. Like nobody is exempt from Spirit causing destruction on a system that needs to be torn down, or putting some people in their place and letting people know who's really the boss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. God raises up a deliverer. This is the story of Moses being discovered. I think Pharaoh's daughter found him. So going back to Moses, okay, because I think I mentioned him slightly for a second. You guys have a calling and a purpose since birth. And although you may feel like you don't have a place in this world, or you don't, maybe you feel like your family misunderstands you at times, or society misunderstands you, you have a big purpose and big calling. And it's not just for you, but it's for a lot of people, or just like, and it's not all on you. Like, this isn't about fame. This isn't about bringing glory to yourself and to your own name, but it's bigger than you. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to help people. You're going to set some people free in some kind of way. Yes, you are. And your family. Yeah, you're being invited. Say yes to your path. But Spirit is saying, like, be cautious. You got to be discerning. It says enter at your own risk. Pause. Say yes to your higher calling. And for some of you, I might be invited to some shit that you ain't supposed to say yes to. And Spirit's like, pause. Look at that little thing lurking in the back. You have to be discerning. See, I don't want to be like all over the place jumping, but I have to say this really quick before I forget to say this. Like, Spirit always presses this on me, and I say this all the time. I remind myself of this, and I try to remind people that I care about and people that I read for, that you have to love yourself on a deep level outside of material things, because some people get these positions, like we see in this world system of people getting these positions, whether they're politicians, whether they're religious figures, whether they're entertainers or whatever, people that don't have love for themselves, and they get a little power, get a little money, and they go crazy with it. They're prideful, they're egotistical, they never had money, or they never had the girls, or they didn't get the guys, and nobody ever thought they were pretty or thought they were attractive or handsome. And so now they have something to prove. They have a chip on their shoulder, and instead of becoming a blessing to those around them, that some do become, when you sell your soul because you want to be accepted, you want to be famous. Why do you want to be famous and glorified? Because you don't love yourself. You need constant praise and validation. It's because you don't love yourself. You need money to make yourself feel good. You need designer bags and designer shoes and Coach bags and Rolexes and all kind of shit, like, to make yourself feel good. It's okay to be like, oh, I look nice, I look good, like nice things. But if that's what you feel like makes you somebody, and it makes you feel like you're above people, or you have some seats of power that you can make these demonic systems and rules and regulations to hurt and harm the people, and have all that, like, these medicines and doing stuff to the food, those are demonic things. That's evil. That's evilness. It's wickedness. When you get a little something, you're going to be enticed by it. When you don't know who you are, you're willing to forfeit your morals, your values, your gifts, your call, your family, even your friends, like, for the sake of just being seen and being noticed and having money. Like, what is that worth? Like, what does that mean at the end of the day? What in the hell does that even mean? Like, Spirit is like really reiterating this because people are falling. They're going to fall. Like, no one is more powerful than Source God. They got it twisted. Like, they're dumb, like delusional as fuck, to think that they're greater than the Source God. Like, you're crazy. No one is exempt from this. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're the prince of this, the queen of that, and the pope of this, and the CEO of that. I don't care. You are not exempt. I don't care if you live in a mansion somewhere, you got millions of dollars or billions of, you're not exempt here. And I know that because the corrupt system, when you align yourself with that, you think you're exempt. But the corrupt system, the big heads, Spirit gonna cut the wings off of the monster first, cut the tail, and then next it's gonna cut the feet, and the head is going to fall. So while y'all thinking that, oh, I'm unexempt, and I'm not saying like you guys specifically, unless, this applies, but those people that think that they can't be touched, oh, y'all gonna be the first to get it. Because your head, you might be thinking, oh, the head is above this, and I'm, because I'm aligned with so-and-so, and I'm cool with so-and-so and this person, that I'm good. Yeah, you're a ruler for a time, but then once, the wings and the tail get cut off, the arms get cut off of the monster, believe the head is going to get cut last. Spirit is going to have a field day with that. Because I feel like this is the thing about people that are prideful. They feel like they're untouchable. And they're the last one to get it. That's the glory. Like, to think that you're that prideful. I'm going to make an example out of you. I'm going to cut down the little people first, the arms and the legs of the monster system, and then last you. I'm going to cut your head. And I say this very, very lightly and lovingly as possible. Anybody that is harming women and children, you're going to get it in the worst way. And harming doesn't have to be physically, with your mouth, with your intentions, your eyes, whatever you're doing, you're going to get it in the worst way. Because as much as y'all might want to think that God is like this masculine man and all that, God is very much feminine and motherly too, and a mother that don't play about their children. So I don't know why y'all think y'all can just fuck up Mama Earth's energy, or come in here and tear it all up, stank it all up, be cruel and evil to women because you have a chip on your shoulder, or you have mommy issues, or, as a man or a woman, and you think that you can come around and destroy the family system as well. Like, y'all gonna get in, I'm telling you, in the worst freaking way possible. And women, stop sinning against yourself. It's time for you to rise up. If you don't notice already, it's all kind of high priestesses and divine feminine goddess energy awakening on the planet. Women coming into their wholeness and fullness of who they are and walking in that unapologetically and lovingly. And then there are those that they still don't know who they are, and they're selling themselves for a little change, a little bit of attention, and for some man that ain't shit. Like, No. No. There's so much cleansing of this earth that is insane. Like, if you just take a step back and just take a breather for a minute, it would overwhelm you. It would. There's so much going on in this planet, but the thing that is really going to really bring this whole thing into alignment and balance is love. And it starts within yourself, because when you love yourself, how you react and respond to the world around you is going to affect that, and it's going to trickle, and it's going to affect the next person. When people come into that wholeness within themselves, holiness within self, that's when shit will change. But as long as we're fighting against each other and separating and discord and this and this and that, like, we can agree to disagree and move on with life. We don't got to be up in each other's faces and hatred, and everybody got to have something to say. You know, people just get on TikTok and start talking about all these political issues and men this and women that, and women, we need to just say F men and get off of here and get out. Like, stop. That's what they want. They want the discord. They like that. They feed off of the discord. And I feel like the frustration is on both sides with men and women. They're frustrated with each other. But instead of like coming to a middle ground and healing the self, healing that discord within the self, and then, you know, making selves available to heal with others around them, that would be beautiful. But like I said, things have to rear its ugly head. It has to. In order to be clear, like to clear out, it has to. You know, so I say this with love, like, you, as you evolve and as you grow, your light is going to be seen, and you're going to have people that are going to try to entice you into things that are not for you. Okay. Pull you into some things, call you into some things that it's just not. And you will get those temptations from like the devil tempted Jesus. When Jesus fasted, he came to him. He's like, oh, if you're such a powerful person, if you're really the Son of God, you can turn these stones into bread since you're so hungry. You know, tempting him. And then the other scene where he tempted him, took him up and was like, you know, all this can be yours, right? But only if you forfeit your soul, only if you worship me. Worship me could be like the temptation. The devil could be money. The devil could be a relationship with the wrong motherfucker. It could be a job that you shouldn't be dealing with. It could be fame, something where it's like, I could give you this if you worship that. Meaning you make it everything. You make money your everything. You make that man or that woman your everything, and they're not for you. You make fame your everything, and that is what you worship, and that is what you value. That you will compromise what's yours, what's called and destined for you already, for something that ain't even for you. Like, that's the game. That's the trick sometimes. Like, you have to. So I stress self-love all the time. I don't say self-love because it's trendy and self-love. Oh, let's take a bubble bath with some flowers and some crystals. Let's go frolic in the park and roll around and chakras. And that's an aspect of it. Yes. But self-love is like, how much do you value yourself? Like, how much do you stand for you? And you don't fuck and play about you. Like, you don't fuck around about you. You don't play about you. How much do you really love yourself? Do you even know what your morals and values are? You know? Where's your moral compass? Do you have one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, to where nothing or no one can sway you to being something or someone you're not, or selling yourself for a cheap price. Because fame is cheap. That ain't shit. Fame brings a lot of stress and a lot of drama, a lot of lack of peace. It looks cute. It looks pretty. But any person that will be real with you and honest with you, fame ain't shit. Money helps. It does. Money's not everything. Money can be the root of all evil, where it will cause you to want to take your own friends out of this earth. It will cause you to want to steal, hurt somebody. You know, money's not everything. And a relationship with the wrong person is definitely not shit. If you're not at peace, if you're not truly happy with that person doesn't really love you. Unfortunately, some people don't really know what real love is, so they'll accept something just, no. And then you have Jumbo or Jumbi with total disruption. Your ancestors, I'm telling you, spirit, where you at? Mama Earth, here you are at the bottom of the deck. Mother Earth, fertility ground. Y'all not gonna play with Divine Mama, and your ancestors are not playing about you, but they're not playing around with you either. That's the thing. Like, we think our ancestors just side with us. There are yes men and yes women, where our spiritual team is just like, oh, this person hurt you. Okay, so we're going to go after them and we're going to destroy them. We're going to do this. But at the same time, like, you over here just doing shit you ain't got no business. Don't think that they won't check you too sometimes when you need to be checked. Your ancestors just ain't running, gunning for you to get back at people and doing all this for you and giving you money and giving you opportunities and all this shit and bringing in love and fertility and all this shit. Your ancestors also will check your ass. Make sure that you're on the right path. If that means calling you out, making you aware of something you need to work on or heal on yourself, so be it. I don't know who lied and told us that, oh, your ancestors are so proud. And yeah, they are. But that's not the only aspect. Like, get out of Disney World sometimes and touch grass. Like, spiritually touch grass. I feel like some spiritual stuff is just like, it's stupid. It's foolery. It's funny. Like, it's entertainment. Like, just the Disneyland aspect of spirituality that people just like to hyper focus on. And that is why people are still stuck in the same cycles. They have not grown. They have not changed because they refuse to deal with the deeper root of things. They just want to look at the cutesy stuff and hear about the dumb shit. What's the tea on you and what's the gossip and who's crushing on you. Like, oh, that's cute. That's fun. I enjoy doing those readings too. And all of that. It's cool. Whatever. But if you don't hear anything but that, anything else is like, oh my God, this is so negative. Unless you like the juice of gossip tea stuff where you like to hear all the drama. Oh, somebody's getting locked up and the feds is coming to get this person reading. Like, you like watching shit like that, then okay, it's entertaining. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know who lied and said that our ancestors don't check us and they will not cause destruction and make you fall on your own ass until you get up and get it. Yeah, no. Let me read this card to you. Number 13. It says, tears will be shed. Are you ready to accept change? Because ready or not, here it comes. You are living the Zen proverb that says, let go or be dragged. Child, like, listen, I can't make it up. If you got through it this far, you a G, because I know some people probably like clicked off this video a long time ago and said, fuck this bitch and blah, blah, blah. And probably banging on the walls and banging on their heads on the walls, or just let me go put on something light and fluffy. This is so negative. And maybe it's not for them. Granted, this is not going to be for everybody. I don't want to come across like this has to be the end all be all for everyone's message, but there's something in it for everybody, I feel, or the entire message is like, yeah, I resonate with that. Or yeah, I feel this for the planet. I feel this collectively. Like, yeah, this might not be your personal dilemma, but it might be somebody you know's dilemma, or something collectively on stage dilemma. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense. But it says, what are you struggling to hold on to? Ding dong, that old situation is dead. Shift happens. There is a radical change happening with you and around you. Allow yourself to cleanse the energy of the past and forge ahead. A new beginning starts now. The ancestral memory is Jumbis are otherworldly shadow spirits and monsters in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean carnivals, the Moko Jumbi towers high on stilts as gods who see right and wrong doers. People fear the Jumbi as a messenger of death. However, the Jumbi is most potent as a messenger of life. Jumbi reminds us to embrace the changes of life. Jumbi is as much about beginnings as endings. The ancestral medicine is fear of change and fear of death are two huge fears of those who walked before. Your ancestors are calling on you to release fear and rise as yourself with all these lessons from the past in your heart. The shadow aspect is stop living in the past, hanging on to what once was. You are the reason your life is stale. Let go. The tarot correspondence is the death card. The declaration is, I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. Okay. Let's see what Mama Earth says. Y'all, like, I just went in for a second. Y'all gonna have to, yeah, don't shoot the messenger. Hey, sometimes I get, like, radically just charged, and, like, this divine rage comes out. Like, me and my spiritual team, the collective team of everybody, like, we upset, we mad, like, we don't like this shit. We don't like it. What's going on? Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Like, I don't like this shit. I'm not a fan of evilness and hatred, like, of people actively, like, just being a destruction to themselves also, too. Like, when you're a destruction to yourself, you're going to be a destructive person just in general, and it's not cool. Anywho, Mother of Earth, fertility ground, it says, what a time to be alive. Enjoy this moment, be present, bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and then make love because you can. We see you. You are a generous and savvy person of business and a natural cheerleader for others. Make sure you also take care of you as you continue to lead your community. Remember I was saying, y'all got a little calling on you. And it's not little, but it's a big. It's something significant, okay? This gentle ancestor is warm, loving, and healing. Earth Mama energy representing fertile abundance and wealth. Down to earth, generous, dependable, supportive. She really has your back in the matters of home and business. Possibilities are all around you. Feel the love, embody it, be sensible in your approach. The Mother of Earth comes forward as 𝗥𝗲𝗱𝗆𝗆, Yoruba goddess of collective community wealth and material manifestation. Women of power are lovingly addressed as Iyami. Sorry, I think it's Iyami. This energy is about shared prosperity and well-being. The ancestral medicine is the ancestor that loves her home. The Mother of Earth is fully grounded and never bored. How can you make your home a more loving and luxurious environment? The shadow aspect is you are feeling ungrounded. Where are these feelings coming from? Someone is being selfish, shallow, and self-absorbed. Is it you? The tarot correspondence is the Queen of Pentacles. The declaration is all we do is win. All we do is win, no matter what. When we come from a place of love and we love ourselves and we love others, we share our energy, we share our wealth. Our wealth could be our wisdom. Our wealth could be our generous spirit, our attentiveness to others, our consideration, cooking for people, cleaning for somebody, doing a good deed for someone, you know, hugging somebody, giving them a beautiful compliment. That is how you can spread wealth. Wealth is wellness, okay? Wealth equals wellness, stability, groundedness, peace. Pay that forward to yourself and give that to others. Okay, I know this message was a little like, bitch, who you coming for? Whoever you can get it. That's who, you know? Just kidding. Not really kidding. But you know what I'm saying. Like, it's all in love. Like, but spirit is not playing, you know? Like, our ancestors and our divine team is really trying to get things right here, and we got to work together now. Like, we don't have to agree on everything, but we can, you know, do our own thing, but still come together or contribute to something positive. I know that some people just ain't about that life, and I ain't talking to you, you know, but if you feel like, you know, you're unworthy or you don't have anything to contribute, that is not true. You do. You do. You know, this is a beautiful energy to witness because you're witnessing immense change, powerful change on the planet. And though it might be some things that we don't really wish to experience or see, it all has and serves this beautiful purpose, you know. So shall it be and will. I'm going to pull, because I forgot to pull from these. It might be too late. I don't know if they're going to make any sense to the reading, but fuck it. Let's see. Flames. Yeah, see, this demonic system, what is that? That's the 𝗛𝗲𝗱𝗶𝗴𝘀. Yeah, something's about to be destroyed. I'm telling you. Your girl, I'm telling you, like, I can't make it up. We shall see. Ruin. temples, right? Temples, buildings, comet. It's a comet. It's like a divine intervention, divine just happening that it's going to cause, I'm telling you, like this demonic energy, whatever this is, like it's done with, okay? It's done. Spirit is not playing with anybody. I think there's going to be a comet actually on the eclipse. A meteor shower somewhere in the world. I don't know if it's in the US or whatever, but it's a comet. It's something with that. And they called it the horned comet. It's horned. I shuffle, y'all see me shuffle these cards, like legit, y'all see me. I didn't strategically pick these motherfucking cards. I'm telling you, like me and God, when I make myself available, I'm telling you, we're like this. I don't care what nobody say about me and try to say that I be lying and I'm this and I'm that. Me and God is like this. Whether it's with cards or not, I'm telling you, like, I can't make this shit up. Like this, how this all laid out, I can't. I shuffled, just organically shuffled the cards. Y'all seen me. Horned comet. I don't know what kind of ruin. I don't know what this is. If it's not a physical ruin of something or destruction of something, it is going to be systems being like, it's done. Like after that, and it's already happening, I feel like, period. But you gonna see, like, it's going to happen. People have to go. Certain structures of things that's not really so structured, it has to go. I had a dream of flames about maybe a year or two ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. I had this dream that shook the fuck out of me and woke me out of I forced myself out of my sleep because that's how bad the dream was. I didn't want to see it. It looked like a city completely on flames. And I know that sometimes God speaks in metaphors and not like literally, like it's symbolic, but I seen an eagle. Like the eagle almost felt like it was me. Like I was almost like looking at it from a third perspective. Like I was the eagle carrying this book. And I kid you not, y'all. Like it said United States on it. So I seen the book. They opened it. I don't know what was in it. I don't remember. But all I remember is flying around and looking above the city, and the city was completely in flames. I could feel the heat. It was hot, and I was freaking out in my sleep that I was trying to wake myself out of the shit. But towards the end of the dream, when I did go back into the dream, I was taken to a place. It was like a garden. It looked luscious, and it was people welcoming me into a house like for shelter. So it was a weird fucking dream. I don't know, but it's not something to be afraid of. It could be like the structure of something with America is going to come to a close. I don't know what that means. But that dream, I'm telling you, like that shit freaked me out. I was trying to wake. I was like I could feel myself jolting in my sleep and like moaning. Like, you know how some people moan in their sleep, like they're talking, but their words aren't coming out. It felt kind of like that. Like I was like, like I didn't want to see that. I don't know what that was about. But it fucked me up, I'm telling you. Like, that was a crazy dream. It's crazy. But I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. I don't want to do too much. If you stuck around for this entire video, you a G, you a real one. Because I know this was, like, probably a tough message to get through. Like, for those of you that it's meant for and you really, you feel like it was something helpful or it was significant or you appreciate, you respect the message. But I know not everybody's going to, and that's okay. Like, not everybody's supposed to. Not at all. For healing purposes, go listen to Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? Because some of y'all just really, I don't know, y'all need some help, for real. Like, some people just need a hobby. They need to do something with their lives. Because I don't understand how people have time to just, I just don't, And I can't understand it because I don't have that in me. So maybe that's why I don't get it. I just can't fathom it and get it in my mind to make sense of it, because that's not how I roll. I don't resonate with that type of energy. So I'm going to send love to each and every one of you. If this reading resonated, don't forget to give it a like, show some love and support. If you feel like, you know, this would bless someone that you know, or just something like, hey girl, like you should check this girl's channel. Like, girl, she crazy. She talk a lot, but you know, her messages, you know, check it out. Send it to someone that you feel like it may resonate with, bless, entertain, whatever. I don't know. Hey, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And until the next reading, peace.